Japan Pot 52. How then does MIT achieve this voluntary cooperation? In the first place, companies know what MIT is primarily interested in: the welfare of the companies in the respective industrial sectors. Second, MIT provides superior information and analysis. Third, within a given industrial sector, MIT bureaucrats and company officials at a variety of levels meet constantly, formally and informally, and develop mutual understandings. MITI officials of a given rank generally interact on equal level with company officials who are slightly older, higher in rank, and far better paid. A bureau chief in MIT responsible for a given industrial sector may be in his late 40s, but he may confer with company managing directors and presidents 15 years his senior. Section chiefs and the section members may meet as equals with the division chiefs in a company, and while they may drink together in a comfortable private room stretching out on the tatami floor of a private restaurant, the parties on both sides are fully aware that their purpose is business. The relaxed, intimate atmosphere is a means to achieve frank exchange of information and views. A mid-level MIT official is not uncommonly spends 3 or 4 evenings a week in such informal gatherings with appropriate business representatives. In America, a private company's footing the bill might consider the conflict of interest, but in Japan it is clear that these MITI's officials are not in collusion with a specific company. Rival companies entertain them similarly, but officials do not base their ultimate decision on the quality of the entertainment or their personal preferences. They are human and admittedly not immune from tilting close decisions. But decisions are made by groups in consultation with the industrial sector organization, so that the favoritism is difficult. The main criterion for all decisions is the long-term contribution to Japanese industry as a whole. Many leading MIT officials go to work for private companies after retirement. And while outright collusion is difficult, they can be very useful in facilitating communication between MIT and companies in need of improved channels. Fourth, company officials know that when they request licenses, permits, choice locations, tax breaks, MIT will respond more favorably to cooperative companies. Even if MIT eventually grants the necessary permission to an uncooperative company, the harassing tactics of delaying, requesting more information, raising new questions, and creating uncertainties are ordinarily enough to inspire companies to be more cooperative. Finally, MIT generally works in harmony with the consensus in an industrial sector or in the business community as a whole. In a given industrial sector, there exists a social community of leading firms whose opinions carry great weight in many circles, with politicians, bankers, and other businessmen. Everyone assumes that the companies in an industrial sector and corresponding branch of MIT have sufficient continuity in personnel to maintain, in effect, an institutional memory. Cooperative companies are eventually rewarded, uncooperative ones are punished. Through cooperation with the Finance Ministry, MIT may determine a company's allowable deductions and the amount of depreciation permitted.